Today I'm going to be showing off my poetry chapbook, regular poetry writing. As I told you, I had advanced poetry and poetry writing at the same time. And this chapbook was called Young at Heart. And you might be able to see a picture of Cincinnati, some sewing needles, a smiley face. Hopefully all stuff that makes sense. And then there's just a lot of crazy pictures of me, being me. And then on the inside with my About the Author, there's a picture of me dressed up as Lots of Hugs Bear for Halloween from Toy Story 3. I even had one of those strawberry car air fresheners hanging around my neck. It actually made me kind of sick. So the first poem that I'm going to read from this chapbook is just kind of like a meeting another person poem, and the concept behind it is that when you meet somebody and you like them, sometimes it kind of brings out a monster inside you. And you'll see monsters and weird stuff is a reoccurring theme in a lot of my writing. So this poem is a short one, and it's just called Tipping Point. There is a monster inside me, fit for frenzy when you're around. His curved dagger claws carve my stomach as he tries to escape out my throat. Up from my blue button-down in your plunging neckline, our green eyes meet. So then the next poem I'm going to read is an ekphrastic poem that we did for a poetry writing class, where pretty much we tried to look at some kind of painting or some kind of work of art and then write a poem about it. So I found this picture online. It's Luke Chu's The Devil's in the Details, and apparently in the eye of the rabbit there is a little picture of the devil. However, for me, I just kind of looked up that picture online, and then I was like, oh, this is a neat picture, and I'm literally just going to take the point of view of the devil to write this next poem, and it is called Schism. I cut the fluffy tail of a rabbit, and my will crept into its body. I sifted through shadows, seducing and spreading my seed. I copy and paste me in black and red all over the earth, infecting feeble minds faster than computer viruses. My sharp, angled ears become black beetle pincers, and I snip the early monkey's tail. Instinct and innocence severed. And the next poem I'm going to read from this section is called Cincinnati, and my teacher Kelly had said in class that a poem should be like dialogue, and I think I took that a little bit too much to heart. And I created this poem kind of like a scene, where it's two guys talking, and the idea is that they're meeting in Cincinnati or something in a bar, and in Cincinnati, people will ask, like, hey, where are you from, especially if you sound different, and then if you're from Cincinnati, they'll be like, what high school did you go to, as if that unearths some great amount of details about you. So the concept behind this poem is there's one guy that's kind of sticking out in a bad way, and he's trying to look smart, but he's really not. The other guy, like the local guy, is like really knows a lot more. So here is Cincinnati. Hey man, let me ask you a question. Where are you from? A city where sins come in pairs, 2 by 2. Man, what you talking about? Short skirts of Catholic schoolgirls swish in the breeze, flaunting silky panties. Shit, son. Sounds like heaven. Ahem. Barmaid. I'll take a 7 and 7. Easy on the soda, heavy on the Seagrams. Yes, yes. Stretch out a tongue to taste the temptation, sweet and delicious, tart and tantalizing. Man, what's that pussy drink with a straw? East side and west side, scattered with institutions, stiff staffs and simple sheep, shallow confessions and abstinence, sports and pubs, Jack and Coke, yoga and Zumba, chilly creations to pigs slaughtered, each of that 7 hills troughs with knots of darkness. Man, you talking to impress, yet you just blowing smoke out your ass. You can't fool me. Cincinnati. Ha! The Bengals suck. I'm actually a big Bengals fan, even when they are playing pretty bad, which hasn't been in a while. Alright, thanks for listening and watching.